One more time. Sneak in. Watch.
I hate this map. It's no different except for one little thing than the regular version of it, and that's that the vault door is electrified and there's room on the top that you gotta fuck with. If you got ACMs, you can get some quick cash out of here, but you're gonna need at least one of your ACMs anyway, so assuming you don't have to use one to kill a guard, you can get one of the ATMs. This is, of course, if you're using my strats. If you have other classes with you and you're not soloing, or if you're playing a different class altogether and just following my strats, there's ways to do it. So what we have is a manager. You can see him by his really weird leather vest. It's kind of awkward for a manager of bank to wear. And there are 3 guards that wander about. Sometimes you get a safe here, and sometimes you get the keycard here, as it is today. Sometimes his balding ass carries the keycard.
Guys, the thermal drill. Go get it.
I don't necessarily suggest starting in here, but I do it from time to time. If there's no guards in this cross section, low visibility, really easy to wander through. Now, you can kill him in the security room as soon as you have the keycard. You probably shouldn't, though. I don't like this map primarily because there's lots of waiting around. This door is popped. That means the security guard, the manager, are going to wander out here at some point in time trying to have a smoke. It's not a big deal if the door isn't popped. They still wander out here. The difference is they've already done it, which is actually usually a good thing because they're more likely to go back right away. Up on the roof, there is a guard, which is really good for me because I can get him to cuff himself, and it's not likely more people are going to come up here. So he's cuffed. It is a little risky to take your first guard as the one that you cuff because there's still lots of people patrolling that can come say hi. They do go up there from time to time. They come around back. Those are the times that you want to get them. So when he was up there, when this guy's over here.
Yeah, I'm just watching the
Those
clock.
are the best times. Right now I've taken out 2 of the 3 guards and the manager. There's 1 guard left. The guy in the security room and the manager. The security room, because we already have the card, you can take whenever the hell you want. Now, if you don't have ECMs for blowing doors, well then there's a couple issues. Because you can't blow the door means that you're going to need the keycard to get in there, so dealing with the cameras now becomes a mild problem. Assuming they're not in bad locations, you can just walk over and beat them, but to each his own.
Guys, the thermal drill.
The problem, of course, is the manager, it also patrols the roof like the guards do. So whereas you're not too likely to get a second guard to go up there just what the hell ever he feels like, there is still a pretty good chance that the manager will find his fat way up there at some point in time. Now, once you gain all 3 guards, even if you don't yet have the manager, you can usually get away with hitting this drill up, because he'll come around in a wide arc or through this door, and you can just take him out. If it's on this side as it is, you don't have to take out the people in the main lobby. Or at least you didn't before. I don't know if they increased the volumes of the drill. They do weird hotfixes like that. So, with 1 guard left, I can go ahead and break a camera, use it as bait to bring him over. Now, I suggest only baiting with cameras that are outside. There's nothing on the roof, which means there's probably one over here. If there isn't, I got very unlucky. Yeah, okay, there's one over here. So I can break that. Now we've got a little issue. He can't come out that door because it's locked, which means he has to come through here if he's going around. However, he can also go up to the roof, and he can go out the front door and go around the building. Now, I know where he is right now. I can see him. Which means I can watch for him. Thankfully, he went after the manager. The manager is a man I advocate murdering.
Civilians are an asset.
Make sure you hit the pagers. Really fucking important. For the love of God, don't forget that there are pagers. So we've taken care of the manager, we've got the keycard, we've got the guards out of the way. So we can bag all these up. It's usually pretty safe back here. Some guy patrols through here in the beginning, but I don't think he ever comes back. The only other people that walk out here are the guards. That's also very rare, and now they're all dead. So we've got the manager, we've got the guards. The only person left alive that can possibly cause us any grief, and he does sometimes cause us a lot of grief, is the guard in the security room. So pop that in, get in here, beat his heavily armored ass down, and hit that pager. This is why Mastermind is required for this mission. You have to be able to get at least 3 pagers. Or, that guy did not sound happy, or the ability to make a man cuff himself. So, as we've already seen, I've got a guy cuffed on the roof, I've got 3 guards in bags, I've got a manager in a bag. That should be the only people I need to kill. Now, that being said, I have to get back over to the drill, because it's on the far side, and not in the back courtyard, as we are playing on the version of Firestarter and not the regular one. You've got to be a little careful here, but people never get mad about seeing the fence cut, so you can take your time. Look both ways, try not to get crushed by a car. As hilarious as it would be, it would ruin your heisting for, well, probably indefinitely. Careful here. Sometimes people will see you from the inside, but with low visibility, that shouldn't be much of an issue.
Now get that thing to the vault door.
Grab that thermal drill. Check your corners. I didn't, but obviously I don't care what happens. Except that I really do. I don't want to do this again. There's a guy coming. Get the hell across the street. Back through your hole in the fence. He's going to think nothing of the dude with the SMG wandering around the road. And you go back into the bank. Now, here's the important part. For the love of God, don't forget this. I save it till last because I want to keep my ECMs on the off chance that I need to pop them and very quickly dispose of a guard. I didn't have to do that. I have my ECMs, which is the best way to do this, because now I can drop an ECM on this door. I don't have to drill it. I don't have to worry about people hearing the noise. Come in here, turn the power off, and the vault will not try and electrocute the shit out of me. Remember, with this guy down, cameras aren't a big deal anymore. They don't matter. But I do have 3 civilians here.
Nice.
Which means I can set that drill up there. I shouldn't have to go into that room. But they hotfix things all the time. If they ever increase the volume of this, they may hear. You should be ready, if you haven't played in a while, to ECM and run over there. Or rather, just run first. ECM after. Now, if that door is shut, you might want to, just for security's sake, make sure that it's open. I don't suggest getting the people behind the counter to get down. Mow them the fuck down. They are assholes. In here, however, you're gonna have to deal with these guys. They will see this drill. They can be kind of loud. When they're loud, sometimes they get the people from the other side. There's a lot of times I've had them fuck this up for me. Let's see how today goes.
Down on the ground. The people on the floor. Keep them down. Get down. On the ground.
Alright, so we got the 3 of them down. Nobody moves except for the people that we've already killed. So, I have 6 ties. I can tie them all down. If you've only got 2, spawns can be weird. Murder them. Now, here's the moment of truth. I'm going to set this up. I'm ready to run. I'm ready to run.
We should be through in a couple of minutes.
Nobody heard anything. If nobody heard anything on start, they're not going to hear anything. Now you got 3 minutes and 50 seconds, or 350 seconds. I'm not going to speed this up. I ripped this directly off Twitch. I don't have any editing programs right now. That sucks. If you're really bored, skip ahead 300 seconds. It should be about 5 minutes. I've got almost 6 minutes of time to wait for this drill. If you want to chill, then just hang out with me. I'm going to wander around, have a little bit of fun at this guy's expense. Laugh at his shitty flashlight with no glass in it. Laugh at his random shitty pouches. And the fact that he doesn't actually carry a gun. He materializes it out of nowhere to shoot at you when he so feels. So this is as far as stealth actually goes. Beyond here, that'll pop open. You've got to set up the camera and light the fire. I've never lit the fire without having every single person in the building down. Theoretically, it shouldn't be any different than the drill. No one will give a shit. If they do give a shit, once again, be ready to sprint over there. to deal with potentially people hitting the alarm. Get everybody else down. You're not going to have the ties to deal with it. You can go wholesale slaughter on their asses if you really feel like it. Or, you know, you can just stand there and scream at them for a while. Lots and lots of waiting. It's probably the greatest thing about stealthing. And I will say that in every single one of these videos. The waiting is the whole reason I do it. If I didn't have to wait, I wouldn't stealth. Oh, God. Lots of wandering around. Nothing really to talk about. If you're super bored, you can get on these cameras. Stare at these people that have no idea that their friends are tied down and miserable mere feet away. You will, of course, have to re-deal with this drill. If you're doing this with a buddy who's a technician, for the love of God, let him set this thing up. It cuts the time in half. It's so nice. We'll set this shit up. Once again, happy fun times to play with this. Guy on the bench. The camera I broke to attract people. All these people still doing their transactions. Never going to move up in line. Payday is literally a simulator of the DMV. You're going to be stuck here all day. This redneck dude in the hat, he is pissed because he's been here for the entirety of the 10 minutes that I've been in the building. No service. This guy just keeps pointing his hand out and bowing a little bit. That guy right there, that is behind the dude on the left, he has been waiting, checking that watch periodically, and he will never move forward. This is what hell is like, people. Standing in line at the bank, with an asshole in front of you and unattentive servers. It doesn't happen to me. I love my bank. My bank is badass. But this is what hell would be like. That poor bitch sitting over there, she's waiting for her mortgage that she signed 40 years ago and is still waiting to get the finalization to leave. It is miserable. Nobody in this building is happy. Including me, because I have to sit around and wait another 160 seconds for a goddamn thermal drill. Now, that drill is loud as shit. Don't do what Chris did and try and adjust his volume while we're waiting for it to finish and fire his fucking gun off. It's, counterproductive to stealthing. Who the hell designs this shit? They got, like, cone bushes in the middle of the field. It is completely fenced off on all sides with no entrance to that building. It is a wasted courtyard with a really fucking old tree in the middle. That is some kid's horror. That is an asylum. You got bars on the windows and shit. That is where they lock up children in wheelchairs. Show them the freedom of the tree. It's the beginning of a really bad Stephen King film. Not even a book. Straight to movie. It wasn't worth his time to write. I know what you're thinking. How is that even possible? How could he possibly write a movie without writing anything? That's how Stephen King works. It's M. Night Shyamalan to your ass. Oh my god. My favorite part is when they stand around screaming about the fucking drill from both sides of the bank, and everyone's like, "What drill? Robbery? Where? Surely not at our bank." Oh, just Splinter Cell. Lift that, climb inside. Go off to a secret mission. I got my planks for when this goes to shit. Doesn't matter, though. If this actually goes to shit after you've got the vault open, if you have the ties that I have, quickly tie everybody down. Everything should burn down and be done before the assault wave starts. You will see cops, but... no cops. Like 6 or 7 cops. Oh my god, I still have a minute. Wish there was at least a mini game or some shit you could do. Some sort of fun activity. Yep. Hanging out on the roof. Oh boy. Also, alone, opening all those lock boxes without the lockpicking perk is 40 minutes, I think. With it, I don't know, because they've changed the speeds again. But I will be unlocking all of them. I won't put it in the video, though. I'll just jump ahead. Know that I'm doing that.
Hector wants this recorded. Don't ask. I didn't.
I'll leave everything about the money burning down in for you guys, though.
Burn it all.
Place the camera. Once again, be prepped and fucking ready for this to go to shit, because I don't know what happens with the money. Alright, so it burns peacefully while people sit in the front lobby. That's good to know. We can sit around, lockpick this shit. Pretty sure it's down to 5 seconds a quarter now. So, start. 2, 3, 4. Oh, maybe not. It could be down to 4 seconds a quarter. Started at 55. Something's definitely off here. Alright, so it takes 15 seconds to rip through a lock with the perk. I think it takes 40 seconds without. Yeah, no. 30? 30 sounds right. Yeah, so having the perk is nice. It speeds this process up. I'm only going to open all of these, and I will cut back into partway through because I want to show people that this is where you get the rare Payday hockey team poster for the achievement. It's in one of the deposit boxes. I will jump ahead to that if I find it. If not, I will jump ahead to burnt ass money, ready to go, grabbing the camera.
Okay, enough money making. Take the recording and make a run for it, unless you want to hang around for more loot.
Yeah. Oh, sweet shit. Alright. So, I suggest a good book if you're going to open all of these. I didn't get very far in. The money is still burning. That's good news. This is the achievement item. This is the Overkill hockey team. So, it is in one of the deposit boxes. In my case, it was in D2. That's not always the case. It's all the fucking hell all over the place. This is what it looks like, though. Anybody in the party can grab it as soon as you do. Doesn't give you any freaking cash, but it'll give you the achievement. I've already got it. But for people that are interested, there's where it is. I'm going to go through the rest of these bloody boxes, and I'll catch up with you guys in, like, half an hour or so. So I realized literally like 2 rows later that I showed you the poster. I don't have a need for money. I'm getting the hell out of here. So, camera. Grab that shit. Don't do anything stupid like trying to go through the front. Just take whatever route you use, depending on where your car spawned, to get back to the truck. Don't try and make up a new one. You already know that you grabbed the drill, so this must be relatively safe. Unless it scared the shit out of you, and then hell, try a new one. What's the worst that could happen? You could get discovered 5 feet from the truck. And just get into the truck. Terrifying concepts. But that is how you do all of Firestarter.
We pull it off.
It's It's alright. It's not bad. I mean, I'd say day 1, if you're going to stealth it, is the most boring. Day 2 is probably the hardest, as you can tell by my very unclean run. And day 3 sucks. I don't like day 3. I hate that map. I hate everything about that map. I've done that map too many times, and shit, I hope you're up for a nap if you want to go through all those lockboxes. But that's Firestarter. I will try and get some other ones, like Framing Frame and all that, over you guys here soon.